This is a quick impromptu how-to video on how to replace a serpentine belt. This particular vehicle is a 2006 Nissan Quest with a 3.5 liter V6 engine. I was able to actually do this video with the wheel and tires still on. I accessed this area from the front passenger side wheel well. The belt that I replaced is the belt that, excuse the roosters, is the belt that right here. This belt comes off of the harmonic balancer, the crankshaft pulley. It also drives the AC compressor, and then up above it, it drives the alternator. The first thing you must do, this right here is the idler pulley. This takes a 14 millimeter wrench. I just used it to loosen this off. Had to tap on it with a hammer a few times to break it loose. But once you've got that loose, do not take it all the way off. Just loosen it up real good. It'll make it kind of wobble just a little bit. But once you've got this idler pulley loose with a 14 millimeter wrench, then come up to the top of the engine compartment, and there is another. You'll need a 14 millimeter socket, and I used a couple of extensions, but right down here, and I'm just going to kind of point in the area with my finger. Right down inside of there, you'll see a little brass colored nut head there. It's got the dark center in it. You'll need to get your 14 millimeter socket with extensions on there, and then just loosen it up. And once you've loosened that up well enough, you should be able to slip the belt off of that idler pulley. And then once you've got your old belt off, just slip your new belt on. It's kind of fun. Just get it routed back up above the alternator and harmonic balancer, and then around the AC compressor. Then what I actually had to do, because the belt was pretty tight, I left the socket and ratchet on this bolt here, down inside there, and I just had someone continuously loosen it slowly just until I could get the belt slipped back onto that pulley. Then once it was on there, just tighten this back down real good, and then go back down here. And don't forget to tighten the 14 millimeter nut back on the idler pulley. Tighten it down pretty good. Then once you've done that, kind of check the tension there. It should be just a little bit of play, not much. And then of course I went ahead and kind of cranked the vehicle and let it run for a few minutes, revved it up to about 3,000, 3,500 RPM. Make sure the belt was on there. Check to make sure that this idler pulley is not wobbling. I don't have the technical tools to check the foot-pounds on the belt and make sure there's the right amount of tension, but I've replaced several belts on different vehicles, and just kind of eyeball it. I guess you could say just doing it the shade tree mechanic way. But that's how you replace this belt on the Quest. There's also another belt right back up in here that drives the power steering pump. I did not replace this belt at this time because I'm going to be taking the vehicle in to have the timing belt replaced pretty soon. So I will let the Nissan techs take care of that at that time. Thank you very much.